Hello everyone, welcome to day one of Maydows, and day one I'm just at the moment I am just like I'm supposed to be like, here we go, we're doing this and this today, and today I'm just like well, I'm not really sorted stuff. I've just realised that this screen here is nowhere near ready, that I've completely forgot about. So this is my starting screen usually from last year, and I can easily change a few things on that, but it's wrong because that's last year's schedule. I also realised that in the stream ending screen, that will be that's what that does, and I need to update that as well. Um, so I think today what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a setup stream and maybe do some gaming as well. It's probably a better idea. Um, so yeah, apologies for that. One thing I will show is I have been building the website. I started this yesterday. Let me just show what I've got. This might be a bit full screeny to be honest. So this is what I've got so far on the screen. So I can click the about, and that's where that goes. And I think the original one just does that. So I can click that there, and that comes up. So try to replicate the Maydows. Well, try to replicate the system as much as I can. And this does actually, if I just move this over here, I can show that the window is actually possible to move over. Where's my position? So if I can move left, so it can sit right over the other bits, because basically what it is it's just a float and a Z index over the top. Um, so what I'm hoping for is the streams one here. I was trying to figure out how I was going to plan to do it. So you got the about one section here that tells how to take part in things. The streams one, what I'm thinking of doing is when you click it, every time you click it, it will randomize who's doing the Maydo stream. So it's probably going to look at the tags. So there's probably going to be really important why you're going to need to use the tags. I'm not going to do the title so much because that, I mean, people can easily put stuff on there, but I think it'd just be easier if I do the tags. So if you remember to put Maydos in the tag, that'll be quite good. And then I think we're going to have maybe a file system, when you click on the file manager, and that might be the best way for me to do who's live and who's not. And I might do it that way, just as a kind of interface thing, and see how that works. But that's what I'm building. I'm just going to do that over the weekend. So that's looking kind of okay. I think these bits here, at the top right, I don't think you can see that properly. Yeah, these bits here. Can you see my mouse? I don't think you can. So where it says Maydows at the top, and on the right hand side we got the triangle bits. I think that's a bit too big, but I'm going to leave it as is and see what everybody else says. I might need to increase the size of the file options there, but the file options here should be relatively okay. But other than that, where I'm up to with the website, so I'll be doing that over the weekend and getting that fixed up. think what should I do next? Right, so let me just get the Windows machine up and running. Won't take me long. Just need to get the keyboard here and the mouse. I think we'll just install Star Trek Klingon whilst we're here. And that means I can see it running, and then we can kind of update bits. So like I said, I'm going to do a bit of a setup day. So it's not going to be an amazing day, but I did say I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I think that's the correct one. It's been a while since I've turned this on. That's not. Oh, the power's dying. That's one. Input not support. This is where I find out that my Windows machine won't actually turn on anymore. Please don't tell me that's the thing. Because it has happened. Ah, the joys. Oh, wait a minute. Because is that because I've not put the. Yes. Okay, that's that. Wires around here are such a mess. Right, I've got a feeling. Please don't tell me my Windows machine is just going to be a pain in the backside. Start of Maydows and nothing wants to work. What a surprise. Interesting, just watching a couple of interesting people. One, I had to go back on the VODs to watch. Somebody who had, I think it was called The Hook, had a bridge board for the Amiga, and it was the some sort of 286 system, and they were he was using it to put Windows 3.1 on, I think, or trying to do anyway. And then I saw somebody else, was a Cast Enemy, were playing using Windows 3 on a PC20, which I believe is was it PC20 or PC40, which was a Commodore machine. In fact, I'd never known that Commodore had PC machines. At least IBM compatible ones. I only first found out when I was listening to reading David Pleasant's book, where he was basically saying about how Commodore was basically not a great company, at least not when he got to it. There were a lot of people who basically taking a piss. Second, things like managers who, in order to get the bonuses for products shifting, they would basically stick the products on a just ship them out and then go, oh look, the product's been shifted. Can I have a bonus now? It's pretty much basically what had gone on. And yeah, nobody really found out. So might have to. This does happen on occasion. The thing is, this machine has not been turned on in a while. It does work when it does. Maybe I just need to reset the power. And we know it works because it's not like I haven't played with it before. I mean, I have done 2 Maydows streams with it on. Just basically taking out the reseating the power cables, the P8 and the P9. See if that does anything.
not quite in.
I'm hoping just reseating those two clears whatever the issue is. It gives me power back. There we go. Yeah, so there must be something slightly out with the power. Not quite sure what the issue is. And the thing is, it does work, so not too much of a problem. It's just a dicky power. Well, it can't be dicky power because otherwise I'd have issues constantly. Also, I need sound. Everybody needs sound. Where's the sound cable? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so we got sound. Cool. Right, so first things first, I think I'm going to have to reboot this with the CD-ROM in and get that fixed. So I think the game I was going to play was Star Trek Klingon. Let me just go and find out where I've put those files. So there's 3D CDs here. Do I have enough CDs left? I'm gonna have to get another set of CDRs, to be honest. I've really got a CD. My big stack of DVDs. Was that 3 or was that 2? That's 3. Where did I put my case? Here. I'm pretty sure I did not make a copy of Star Trek Klingon. I think I put it to one side because I was going to do it later. Okay, let's start the brewing process and hope to God this runs okay. I'm assuming it's this one. What do I do with this one? Just gonna test it. That looks to be the filler. Oops. Image file to disk. And is Maydows. And it is Star Trek Klingon. Cool. That's disk 1. Whilst that's burning away. What have I got on here? Thing is, I don't have much on this. Mortrim's always good to play for a bit. Classic Solitaire, Minesweeper, I could never get my head around. Hearts was the one where you're not supposed to pick up. Well, is it the spade? One spade and lots of hearts you're not supposed to end up with. Sim Tower, but that's pretty slow on this machine. Zombie Castle, that's an interesting one. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can get past it. It's fine. How to get to the next part? Oh, there we go. Secret door. I died. Bit kind of quick, that one. So, whilst there is. Because I want to see if CD1 will run. Let me just reboot this. Star Trek Klingon 2. Let's see if this will run. Why is my CD-ROM not showing? boot them. You want to know why my CD drive is not booted? That's because somebody forgot to put the cable back in. Jesus, how have I forgotten to do that? No wonder it doesn't see the CD-ROM drive. Try that again. Such a simple thing that I should know. There we go. Right, let's try actually installing this again. Browse. Look, there's the F drive. Welcome human to the Star Trek Klingon installation program. Press OK to install it. As the hard drive, press cancel if you are a Ferengi. Okay. Let's do the E drive. So that's pretty good. Talking 2789, almost 30 meg. One thing I've recently done to these drivers is I had to enable 32-bit disk access, I think, because with Windows 3.11, I think it only lets you have like 50 meg of space or something weird like that. So you've got like a 2 gig drive. It doesn't seem to like it. DOS doesn't care, it will just install because it can see the 2 gig, but Windows 3.11 just kind of doesn't seem to want to do that unless you put that 32-bit disk access. And touch wood, so far, I think I've got it correct. And I know it goes wrong because it tries to install on Windows and it just goes, no, I can't. But when I do it on DOS, DOS goes, yep, sure, no problem, there you go. So, cross fingers, this is going to be fine. I don't think I tested it further than that. I think I tested it a little bit. see some of the FMV stuff, like in the X Files over here. In fact, I'll show you properly. So I bought this because I think I saw Fractal Mind Mike playing X Files. I had not. I remember lending it off some years ago and never got it myself. So this is X Files here. Just see what I can actually show it. Yep. There's the X Files game. This is the FMV version, and it's really nice actually. The it's a bit broken in there, but you can't really tell to be honest. And then you've got the kind of little box there. If you open it out, you've got kind of little kind of thumb. It's more like little files like that. It's kind of quite nice. Quite nice to do. I think this gave you options to install. I think as little as it's like 200 meg. You can install a full lot, but it would be quite big. I think because, and I did actually have it on this 95 machine down here. I think about for the smaller option. Just see what it says. Quick time 3 included because that will be the video that it sent. Doesn't tell you how big the. Just see if it says in the manual. Oh, and this is what the box itself looks like. It's like a nice little window. It says 250 meg free of hard disk space. I'm pretty sure you got given options. And mind you, that's the minimum. Maximum might be a couple of gig to be honest. I think it loaded some of the videos on. And that's what would have taken up most of the space. Back in the late 90s FMV boom. Because the other thing that was an FMV boom back in those days was oops, I almost forgot to put it back properly. The Mega CD. That had a few FMV stuff in there. Video for Windows is required. Can't remember how I've got this on, so let's install it anyway. Sure, I've got some version of Video for Windows. For those of you who are tuning in, this is going to be the main game, not played today. I'm just installing it at the moment. I thought I might as well get it done and out of the way because I said I was going to do it this weekend. I've got a feeling I'm going to be busy, so I'm just going to do it now. And I can test it, and then I can be like, right, we can get this done for Sunday. The main game's usually Sunday and Tuesday, I believe. Do like the way that this restarts, because usually in 95 era when it said to restart, you would literally restart the whole machine. But this is more like we restart the Windows portion, and there's no actual restart of the machine itself. So it's kind of interesting how that's kind of changed a little bit. Let's see if this. Where's it gone? Let's see. That's weird. Did it install? Where's Klingon? Simon and Schuster, who had the Star Trek license for a long time. Oh, that's not good.
Glömesk de bibla dola. Cha uku upush. Shokta osh lo he luchlo. Lo cha with pu. O shash shuv with pu he. Nesh lo. Lo shash los pes. Las punes lo. Viras lotal ma. Kuslaka. Shadiva. Che. Togovam. Urs chap kebadak agentok. Chok. Louis Pusa.
Mevia Maydows.
The Holata.
When is I have no idea. Go and ask Cypher. Oh, this is not And this is why I was testing it first, because I wanted to make sure it did run. I mean, I suppose I could do this through Mister, but I wanted to do as much real hardware as possible. There was no driver installed in my system. Is that why it's not running? So they have a language lab. A microphone is plugged into the microphone jack. That okay. So it looks like you can get taught Klingon. Back in the day where you could just delete the entire directory to remove Star Trek Klingon, and it wasn't until after that that it would basically put files everywhere. It just depends on who was doing what. Yeah. Scenes. There was a point in time where you could get a degree in Klingon. I wonder if you still can. I have no idea. I think I vaguely remember something like that. A wave device that can play files. Maybe that's my issue. Why is this not running? So it would be under this. So that's my ESS audio drive sound card. Intel video driver should be fine. So I think that's your standard video driver for getting this all running. No wave device that can play files in the current format. So that doesn't like the ESS audio drive, but I can't see why that would be. So 30 sounds okay. Right, let's troubleshoot this. audio is only mono 44K. That should be fine. I mean, it looks okay. ECM converter. There's no difference between the both of them. Here's the driver's option. Hmm. I like how the fact that the AI overview is talking about Windows 3.11 and then telling me to go into the sound and audio devices in control panel or device manager, but didn't exist at that point. Or it says go to start settings, apps, installed apps, and it's like, do you know which bloody Windows I'm actually using? Stupid thing. Let me just try audio wave device for what was it called again? Video for Windows. Wave device refers to a sound card or other hardware that can play back sound, but it's already got one. Don't know if anybody's got suggestions. I'm still gonna have a look at this through whilst the ads is going on, so I'll be back soon.
We can wait for the traffic if you prefer. Left. Go ahead, Mark. 124.15. Be just a couple minutes to get a release on you, but it'll be a little quicker this time.
That didn't sound a bit too weird. In fact, let me just double check as well. I think my sound. Microphone might be a bit low than it usually is. Yep, okay, hold on to your ears because this is going to go for a bit more. Right, that looks a bit better. It's 58. It's hitting into the red. Okay, is there any... trying to think of any other games that I put on here. Why do the suggestions I always come up with are the worst ones? I'm going to mention the volume, but I'm still doing something in the background. I can try it. The thing is, we heard the audio when it was coming through. We just couldn't see the video. But there's no audio here anyway. Just says no wave device. When I click the device, it just gives me things to open. It doesn't actually give me anything else. Scale is one thing, and then you just got About Media Player. But it doesn't show me any image. At least I can open all the bitmap files. And the sound recorder works okay. Just does not seem to like anything else. The only thing the README talks about is the immersion studies. The swap file, which has got nothing to do with my issues. And that's it. Right, I'm going to have a look at this after the stream. So let's see if I can actually do something else a bit more interesting. What have I got on here? Best of entertainment. Rodent's Revenge is always a fun one. So basically this is the one where you've got the mouse and you're supposed to get the cheese. And you're supposed to trap the cats here. I turned them into cheese, sorry. Oops, that's that cheese gun. Gotta be careful as well. The cat almost got me then. Got you this time. Completely forgot about this game. Yeah, it's part of the best of entertainment pack. Damn it. Smoosh my cheese. No, I can't get that cheese. Nope. Damn. There's another game you might remember called Poorly Python. And that was a sneak type game. I can't remember if that's still on this machine. That one gets difficult. Did I have Poly Python on here? Or did I take it all? Sure would have played it for one particular. Yeah. This one's an interesting one. So Atmosphere, they changed into a board game. So I think I did that in the first Maydows. This one's a good one to play. This is basically Super Monaco for Windows. Super Monaco GP, sorry. And this one's a really good one for audience participation. If there's still some of you on here, I will do a round of that particular game. I don't seem to have Poorly Python, so I'll have to find that at some point. So let's do... I'm not doing Ski 3 because I think that's well. Chips Challenge, shall I do that one? Yeah, go on then. Just that everybody does it. So. And I am on level 23. can't remember when I last played this, to be honest. Might have been last Maydows. And get too comfy and die at some point, I think. Yeah. Always knew it was going to happen. Jez Ball used to play a lot. I think wasn't Jez Ball the one where you had 2 balls and you had to split it all the time. So the games I remember from that are what's the one on the Amiga called? Is it Volified or something? It goes by a couple of other names. What's the other one? Something Q something or other? Yeah, just timing this one. Oh, and if you want to know what machine I'm on, it's this one. I think what surprises people the most on this machine is the fact that I can get to 64 meg. Which was an unusual thing on a 486 that I know of. Just trying to remember the arcade game that was similar to Volfied. Well, I can't remember the equivalent. Is it Kicks, actually, thinking about it? It was very much like, almost like a vector style game. I didn't play Amiga when I was a kid, unfortunately. I have a 500 here now, but I haven't used it as much as I should have. So I do Amiga Monday, and I use the 1200, which is this machine here. And I've also got the Wedge Amiga, and I do have an Amiga 600 as well. Yeah, Kicks is amazing. It is the Kicks I'm thinking of, isn't it? Yes, it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's have another go at this, and then I'm gonna do a round of Wheel of Fortune. Moved too quickly. And that was my own stupid fault. dice with death several times there. Didn't have the 600, have... Okay. Really want a 600, but they go for insane prices in Norway, really? That's interesting. Didn't have the 600, have a slightly worse... Oh, didn't the... not sure, actually. I know it had an improved graphics chip. So the original graphics chip was OCS. And that was on the 500s. And then they went to the ECS, which was the enhanced, is it? Some of the A500s did have the ECS, but I think it was the later models ones. But that's one of the things that the 600 did. Also, because it was a smaller machine, it dropped the number pad. Do I have it to hand? Give me a second. I could bring it. It's a pain in the backside to get hold of at the moment. It's just some stuff's on it. It's, yeah. Well, otherwise I'd bring it over and just be like, there we go. I don't know about a slightly worse music chip, but I could be wrong. If you're on Nat Graham's stream, he'd probably be able to tell you that better. He uses a 600 actually on his streams. Mr. Chip. And the thing with the levels like this is you end up doing it over and over again because it's like, oh, I made a slight mistake. Before you know it, you've redone it several times. And you're like, oh no, this is my last one, and it never is. You have more patience than me, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just, I'm starting to realise it's timing more than anything else. And sometimes you can get away with waiting just just after the move. Right, that's that section done. 36 chips left. Six left. I'm hoping it's going to be these ones. Oh, just as I got the last one. Motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Shut up. Anyway. Yeah, excuse the incessant swearing. But I think it was justified. Yeah, 100%, yeah. Now it's just going wrong. Totally going wrong. Yeah, that's my fault. That's that cleared. Press the wrong damn key. I do like the fact in Chip Challenge, if you do this wrong a few times, it basically says, hey, do you want me to skip over this because it looks like you're having issues with it. I think that's a nice feature. It's also nice to be able to say no. and not have to or not be forced, basically. So it could be you just need a bit more practice. Oops. I was gonna say definitely one more, but no. This is my last one. And then we'll do some audience participation on Wheel of Fortune. I think there's 2 versions on Windows 3. Now I've got one of them. There's also 2 versions of Wheel of Fortune on DOS. There we go. Right, if you want to take part in Wheel of Fortune, now is a good time. So, the way that I play it is... give me a second. Yeah, so the way that I usually play this is feel free to stick in a suggestion in chat or any letter and I will put it in. If you put in a suggestion, what I might do is I might put some of the letters you've suggested in first to double check it and then put the full word in, if you see what I mean, because at least that way, you know, it's a kind of check, that sort of thing. So yeah, let's start this and do a round. So we're red, we've got yellow and blue. Let's go to intermediate, do those 2. I think this redoes the game. There we go. So we've got, is it Marianne Lovings from Memphis, Tennessee, who's a computer technician. And we've got Julie Newman from Ashland, KY. Is that? I was going to say Kansas, but I don't think it is. Someone let me know what state KY is, because I'm not quite sure of that one. Our occupation is world traveller. And the it's for place. Spin the wheel. So we're going first. Kentucky. Okay. Got 400. And oh, we can't do vowels. So I usually go with an S or a T. So let's start with an S. Nope. If you're not sure, the contestant is there. So no N, no H, and no S. I'm looking for a place. So I'm gonna go with either an R or a T. I think I would go with R instead. We got one. Got a couple. Spin that wheel again. And again, don't forget to stick a letter in chat if you want to go for something. And we'll go with T for now. Let's go with C, perhaps. Nope, no C. I'm assuming it is an E at the end of that top line. I might, if I can, get a vowel if nobody else does. No F. So I'm going to go on M. No D. I'm going to go for a vowel and I'm going to go for an E. No E at the end of the top line though. That's interesting. Could be an O then. Go with a G. Something Georgia. Moriarty George, is it? Let's just try this. Nope. You failed. You failed. Let's try. Yes, done it. Round 2. This round we've added a new prize to the wheel. This trip to Hawaii worth $6,300. Oh, somebody almost got the trip. No H. Oh, we're on phrase as well. No R. Us, possibly. 2. Let's go for an S. Nope, no S. Somebody's gone bankrupt. Even though they have no money anyway. Letter L found. No N. Let's try T. Nope. I don't think I've played this game. Mostly played different versions of Hangman that I can remember. Yeah, there's several different versions. Like I said, there's 2 versions on this version of Windows, and there's 2 on DOS. I think they're quite well done for the game show. Just kind of capture it quite well. No F. Did we go for N? Maybe in? Something in? Off, there's the other one. So I'm going to go for N because I think that might be in. There we go. It's not tunnel in because there's no T. Someone tried F and that wasn't there. Let's try D. Nope, no D. No G. I did wonder if that was a thing. P does exist. Maybe it's on. No more consonants. Oh, pencil in. Took me a while to figure that one out. Right, next one. We've got another phrase. Again, do recall if you want to take part, just stick in a letter in chat. T is there. No R. TV Hag wants S. No problem. We're bankrupt, so we can't put that in anyway. Oh no. That's fine. Next time I do a spin, I will go for S. No D. No N. Come on, no bankrupt this time. Right, S. Nope, no S. We do have an M. There's an H. Got an I. There's an F. TV Hagger suggested R. E's are popping out. When I say E's, I mean the letter, I don't mean the drug. No U. No P. Let's see if R is in there. Oh, R is already gone. So let's go with G. Nope. Hair maybe, no, it's already gone. V, you're gonna go with K. No K. Also, there's a timer down here. So once I need to make a decision, I need to make a decision. You guys are kind of 5 seconds behind, I think. So pick letter L. Hail. Something helmet. Hail fellow. Yeah. Hail fellow well met. I think that's what it's gonna be. No, that's not there. Let's solve the puzzle. And we did it. Stole that one. This round we've added a new prize to the wheel, the set of leather goods worth $3,000. And the category is thing. If nobody suggests anything, I'm going to go with S to start with. Nope. No H. There is an R. TV ahead wants G. T got suggested and is there. No M. See if G is there. Ooh, almost got on the bankrupt bit. No G. D is there though. No E. No K. Got a free spin. And I'm going to go with Y because of that R here. It's not dysentery, is it? No, it can't be. No, because if it was dysentery, T would be over here. S is already gone. Let's go with a C. No, let's go with an N, sorry. I think I know what it is. Dictionary? Yes. I mean, not far away from dysentery. Okay. Because we're almost out of time, I'll give the wheel one final spin. All the consonants this round will be worth its amount spun. Vowels are worth nothing. And the category is thing. Okay, Marianne picked S. Failed to solve, obviously. Pick T. Nope. Go with R. Now it wants me to solve it. Give up. H is not there. D is not there. Go with P. Nope. Again, feel free to chuck a letter out in chat. F is there. Yeah, you're not going to solve that. Unless you're really, really good or cheating. Pick letter L. Plus square wants 8. I don't think we can go with vowels. I'll try it. Yes, we can. Okay, let's go with E. Stop. No. Go on. What have you got? Bear in mind, I've got 15 seconds. I'm gonna have to give up soon. Oh. Damn it. Sorry, you just got me out of... I will try and do it next time. Not there. G, flying saucer, so that should be the end. Yeah. So there's a good chance it's right. I'm going to put a C in because you said saucer. Let's try this again. Yep. There we go. Thank you very much, Humble Squire. Namco's is our winner today with cash and prizes totaling $3,550. Namco's will be playing in the bonus round today. I'm just gonna snooze the ad for 5 minutes. First, choose the bonus prize envelope, which will be revealed after the puzzle completion. At the start of the puzzle, we will give you R, S, T, L, and N, and E. Then you'll be asked to choose 3 consonants and 1 vowel. You will then solve the puzzle to receive the bonus prize. Good luck. Let's go with that one. Hopefully you're not in an ad. Okay, so I need to pick three consonants and a vowel. P, G, sorry, I'll go with the D, and I'll go with O. Miles per gallon. Correctly solved. Bonus prize, what did we get? Congratulations, Namco's won a fabulous 30-foot yacht worth $35,000. Namco's is our winner today with cash and prizes totaling $38,550. Just keep that as the quote, but yeah, we can basically click resume game. But you can't wait to tell the missus. Yeah, I do wonder about when you went on those shows and you're like, yes, we've got this huge yacht, and you've only got like, so maybe you're living in some sort of terrace house. So for those Americans in Britain, when we have terrace houses, it's basically a row of houses all like kind of stuck together. You're all on kind of one side of the street. So I can imagine it'd be a bit weird coming home with this trailer and this big yacht. And you don't have any much. The only car parking spaces you got is right outside the house. But it's not like dedicated. It'll be wherever you can park up. So you better hope to God that the road isn't very thin with all the cars put on both sides of the road. So right, do we all want another game of that, or are we okay? Do we want to put it in the ocean? Yeah, but what if you couldn't, what if you're living in the middle of the, like, I don't know, let's have a look. I'm trying to think of a place that'll be somewhere in the Midlands, but just like in the middle part of it. It would be easy to go out and just dump it in the ocean. Just trying to think what Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham's quite central. Swindon. Right, there's going to be an ad, so I'm going to push an ad now. Have a decision about whether you want to do another round of this. If not, I don't really have much else on here at the moment. I live right next to the coast, so there's lots of ocean here. Well, fine for you then. So yeah, let me just get this ad out of the way, and then when we come back, make a decision, and then we'll see what to do. So, see you in a moment.
Once upon a time, the Aztecs believed not that the gods had granted life to man, but that man had stolen it. Prometheus stole the eternal flame, and Alberich stole the ring. I'm only saying this is not a new story. No, it's not a new story at all.
Well, that was interesting. The Gabriel Knight one. I've never actually played Gabriel Knight. I should do at some point. But every time somebody's done a Gabriel Knight game, I've kind of avoided it because obviously I don't want spoilers. So yeah. Oh, and here's the blast from the past. The Windows classic screensaver of the Starfield. It actually looks pretty good. I think somebody suggested last time that I'd change the settings on it, and it's actually not that bad because I think it's a lot faster than this. But yeah, it's actually comes out really nicely as well. Anyway, What games do I have? So we've got Best of Entertainment here, so you can see all that. I have Multimedia Celebrity Poker. This was a game we played last time, and it's a point-and-click game. I think that was the last Maydows. I think I can delete this at some point. Expect No Mercy. I did actually install this. This was a one-on-one fighting game, so I'd have to reinstall that one. 7th level, Take Your Best Shot is this weird kind of multimedia experience, I would say. Pinball Mania is Windows 3 version of a DOS pinball game. I can't remember how well it did. This one, I was testing this for something else and I can't remember what it was. I think somebody was doing Pixel Ships was doing this as part of his shovelware diggers, and there was some of them that didn't work, and I was basically going through the ones that did work because he was using some sort of VMware type thing, and I think that was the issue because it wasn't actually real hardware. This one is the one that is the Windows version of Super Monaco GP. It's quite a nice game. We have Castle of Winds. That is kind of a long game. Lost in a Labyrinth is just a very small kind of maze thing. Windows like this big, not very massive. Wheel of Fortune, you play Twisted Mini Golf, 3D golf game. Well, mini golf game, sorry. Zombie Castle I showed earlier. We've got Sim Tower, which does run a bit slow. Nightwind is Nightmare 3D Windows version. Castle of Wind's first one. Games has got Solitaire, Minesweeper, Hearts and Mortrim. Mortrim's a click and play game. So click and play is development software, and it's by the same people who did, I think the same people who did Amos. And this is actually one of the better games that came out. Mordor is a RPG. Mastermind is not on the system at the moment. I'm not sure if Pirates is. Skullcracker, do I still have that? I'd have to put in a CD. I think that was some sort of weird platformer. And that's what I've got at the moment. I'll probably play Visual Basic 3 to be honest. I can open it if you want. Oh, okay. So that if you want a blast from the press there. It's been a long time since I've done stuff like this. Double click that and you put in the commands to do whatever. The only reason why I'm saying what on earth is because I've just noticed this. What is Klingon Language Lab doing in here? Did I select the wrong thing? That was silly of me, wasn't it? Okay. That'll be why. Okay. That's why it didn't work. Because it basically just shoved it in something else. So, Majestic, I want a bin. See if I can move these in here. Yes. I'm assuming this is part of that. Yes. Alright, okay.
Establishing data link.
At least something works on this CD.
Memory Alpha.
Time for me to hop off.
To the Federation Omnipedia Databank.
Sorry, I'm just getting too many things in my ear.
At long last, a guide to the ever-expanding universe of Star Trek that is complete, official, interactive.
Time for me to hop off. Maybe I'll catch you on the next Retro Hour Hangout. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in, TV Hack. And certainly catch you up on the next Hangout. Well, this works. Kind of. Can't click anything. Yeah, nothing. Crash. Wow. First Maydows, and it's not been exactly the best. At least booting up doesn't take long. Typical early 90 DOS experience dealing with technical problems. Yeah. Absolutely. Right, let me just double check something. So that was in my Borland, not my Borland, it was my Visual Basic. I just want to check to make sure nothing got put elsewhere. That's the manual sampler. Don't recall seeing anything else. Wow, that was a sample. So that works. See if the language lab works. I think we're on F. Okay, the traveler is D. Is it D? Sure, put it on. Or did I put it on? I think I put it in E actually. Yeah, I put it on E. My fault. No, don't like that. Nothing searching, just, yeah, no, okay, fine, whatever. No, didn't like that. I'll have to think of something as a backup. I mean, I was thinking at some point to do the RPG, but I don't know whether it would. Actually, I wonder if I still have Python on my disk menu. Just having a quick look at my GoTech. I can never remember what it was called. No, I don't see it. Under the 311 games, it's definitely not there. We've got Another World. And the Zombie Castle in here. That's about it really, unfortunately. Right, tell you what, it's 2 hours 30 in. Thank you everyone for popping in for the first Maydows. Again, apologies for it to be not as amazing. I'd like it to have been a bit better, but it isn't. But that's my fault. I'm gonna try and off screens after this see what it is that's causing Star Trek Klingon not to work, and I will investigate that. There'll be some sort of driver somewhere that it's not happy with. I will have a look for that. If not, I will come up with a backup plan. There's plenty of stuff that I could probably look at. I just wanted to do something Star Trek-y because why not? So we'll see if there's anybody else doing Maydows. Let's see if anybody is doing Maydows. I will also get the this screen here fixed for whatever the main game is. You can see the stream days are Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. So I will keep Mondays as the Mega Mondays. So once I get the main game sorted, it'll be Sunday and it will be Tuesday. Friday, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing at the moment because there's not many random games I can find easy that isn't the same thing over and over again. So yeah, I'll have a think about that. Right, let's see if we can raid. Nobody else other than me. Okay, nobody's doing Maydows stuff, that's not a problem. So let's see where we can raid other than that. Let's go and raid Charlie Farr, who is doing Dictator Friday. And he's asking to, so basically he does what's new Wednesday, and he'll look at new games coming out for retro systems. So he's basically getting people to suggest what used to come up. So let's go and raid Charlie Farr. Right, so until Sunday, cross fingers I'll get something going then. I will see you all later. Until then, bye bye.